happened. Suddenly something seems to have happened. Everybody seems to be staring in one direction. People seem to be frightened, even terrified. I want everybody to understand this.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
There are a lot of things we don't understand either.
We need answers from you. What did you expect to find? What did you expect to
What's going to be our future?
It's your responsibility to do something about it.
Well, I have the key in my hand. All I have to find is the lock. The lock. The lock. The lock.
Now listen to me, all of you.
Hey, set off. Set off. Hey, set off. Set off. Hey, set off. Set off.
Hi, everyone, and greetings from the Starta office here in New York City. Welcome to the live stream of our spring cohort, our investor showcase. Thank you all for joining us. For those of you who don't know, here's a brief introduction and history of Starta VC. Since 2016, we've been accelerating and investing in international tech startups from all around the globe. We began our journey with the Eastern European region, and since then, we've had the privilege of working with and accelerating over 150 startup companies from all around the world, including North and South America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. Over the last 5 years, our team has built out a full cycle venture ecosystem to help find, foster, and fund early stage tech talent. Under the umbrella of Starta, we have a venture fund, a New York-based accelerator, an international co-investment platform, and a startup executive school. And we also recently launched a Berlin hub and startup co-working space to give our startups more opportunity to develop their presence in the European markets. And I just want to say thank you to everyone joining us, and I'm just truly honored to have been given the privilege to work with and grow alongside such incredible, inspirational founders. And with that, I'd like to begin. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to have one of our advisors or mentors from each startup introduce the startup, and then the startup will go. So with that, I'd like to introduce Punsri Abewikrema, CEO and co-founder of iLabs and Cloud of Goods, who will be introducing Evom, our first startup company.
In early May, I was introduced to a new company called Evom for coaching. As I looked at Evom website, prepping for my first coaching session, I got so excited about this company. As someone who used to move every year, I have first-hand experience of the pain points that Evom is solving. I could picture myself using the Evom app for my next move. Hi, my name is Punsri Abewikrema. I am a Silicon Valley entrepreneur who's the founder and CEO of cloudofgoods.com. I have been coaching startup companies since 2019, and Evom is the first company I agreed to engage in at deeper level as an advisor. The reason I decided to come on board as an advisor is simple. I believe in potential Evom has. I usually look at 5 things before I decide to help a startup team. Are they solving a big enough problem? Am I passionate about using the product or the service that the startup is offering? Are the founders knowledgeable about the problem area they are solving? Are the founders committed to making whatever it takes to make it work? And are the founders coachable? That is important. So in the case of Evom, after my first meeting with Bhaktiya and Roman, it became very clear, my answer to all 5 of those was yes. Hence, I joined Evom team as an advisor. and I'm super excited to be a part of Evom's journey in revolutionizing how people move. And I strongly believe that Evom will be a startup success story in this decade. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Who loves moving into a newer, bigger, brighter apartment or house? Probably all of you. But how about the moving process itself? It sucks, right? We're specialists in this industry as we own and operate one of the top moving companies in Los Angeles. The story that stands out is of our client, Ashley. She has moved 4 times in the last 5 years. Every time she thought she knew the cost of the move, but it went over budget. Do you know that 32 million Americans like Ashley move every year? Even more people move during pandemic because moving business is essential business. Hey, my name is Bakhti. I'm co-founder of Evom. Evom was created so customers can find and book a local moving company in specific price range. The moving industry has major problems. A client needs to go through multiple channels of communication to contact a mover. There is a lot of stressful paperwork to be filled out by both clients and the moving companies. Overall, lead generation is expensive. Moving companies pay for Yelp and Google ads $1,000 without any conversion guarantees. We are on-demand marketplace where clients connect with the local moving companies in the specific price range. Bookings, ratings, real-time tracking, paperwork, payments, communication. Everything is done in one web app. So how does it work? A client submits a request at the price range willing to pay for the move, entering all the details of the move, and that request is received by local moving companies that can either accept the request at the price that they're willing to move that client for or reject it. Moving companies pay for the lead only after the move has been completed. We also help traditional moving companies, the ones that are still using the Excel spreadsheets and paper notes, going digital by using our CRM in the same platform. The business model is very simple. We charge 10% commission after the move has been completed on the marketplace side. On the CRM side, we charge a subscription-based model, which is $29.99 a month, which is 8 times less than offered by the nearest competitor. We have competitors such as Yelp, Thumbtack, GoShare, Unpack, Supermove, but they only have one function. Some of the companies just are CRM, some of lead generation, some are marketplaces. We combine all those features in our ecosystem. Me and Roman are experts in this industry, as I told you before. Roman has 20 plus years of technical expertise as a software architect and building system. I have a strong product and business development, along with a technical and business expertise. We are looking for $500,000 to scale our CRM across the US that would help to solve a common egg or chicken problem of any marketplace, and it would help us to develop the app further. Thank you so much, and I will be gladly to answer your questions in the chat below. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ira and I'm a Los Angeles-based film director. Today I'll be talking about Viro Studio, which is software for 3D virtual planning. The reason I want to talk about this software is because I really think that it can help future generations of filmmakers and bring the whole film industry into another level. As a film director, during pre-production, I have 100 people involved in that stage, and I need to make sure that every head of department and everyone who works with me understand my vision and they can support it on the best possible way. Now, Viro Studio allows me to do it in a very quick and affordable way to show people exactly what I need and what I want in every scene and make sure that every department head understands what exactly are we trying to achieve there, instead of bringing them hundreds of examples which would be accurate but not for 100%. On top of that, for the young filmmaker as I am right now, it will really help me to negotiate with bigger studios and let them see exactly what I mean and how I envision the future movie, which I think will create better trust and allow me to receive better fundings for my projects. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Oleg and I'm the founder of Viro. Viro is a software for 3D virtual planning of video products. What does it mean? 3D virtual planning is a draft animation of final shot. It's a lot like a movie set with film equipment and character and camera animations. But the lack of 3D virtual planning leads to inconsistent results, more time spent on production and post-production, and also increased costs. This is a real situation, my real situation last year when I helped to film company make a film. We turned their plan from whiteboard to 3D virtual world. And now my client know exactly how the movie set will look. Our team has very big experience in film and CG industry, and we already worked with the big companies on the big movies and with famous directors. And we combine all our experience from these industries and put it into our software that can help to directors, cameramen, film students, or even kids improve scripts and preparing to shooting days. How does it work? You just need to put all assets and make environment. After that, animate characters playing in it. After that, you can place film equipment into the scene and animate cameras. And after that, edit this video using our very user-friendly timeline panel. And finally, you get a pre-visualization of your movie or 3D virtual plan, and you can export it and share with the client's team or friends. Our target audience is directors, cinematographers, cameramen, and also film schools, production and advertising agencies. Our total available market is $4 billion, and we are planning to get $2 million next year. Our business model is SaaS. We have free trial subscriptions for all users and also personal with month, 3 months, and annual subscriptions. And we have special subscriptions for film schools and businesses. Apart from competition, we have a user-friendly interface like a zero coding and easy animation and building systems. We're looking for $320,000 for growing our developing team and make big marketing campaign in US. About trends, now we help to film and video specialists with any experience, but in the future we are planning to help all creative people to make their own films and videos. Thank you for your attention, and feel free to ask questions in the chat. Bye.
I met Tara just before the pandemic hit. And at that time, I knew I was in the presence of a future leader. She was always working on polishing her communication style, her presence. She was always working on developing her business, and she managed to stay relevant in one of the most difficult industries, the fashion industry, in one of the most difficult years we've ever seen. It is my pleasure to introduce Tara Robinson, the CEO and founder of TracksRacks, who is here to tell us why the sample management process is broken and why the fashion industry needs her now more than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, Tara Robinson.
Hello, everyone. This is my niece, Summer Phoenix. She's pretty cute, right? I love her name, especially her middle name, Phoenix. You see, a phoenix is a mythological bird from Greek mythology. Do you know how a phoenix survives and lives for centuries? It simply burns up in a show of flames, dies, decomposes, and is born anew. Hello, my name is Tara Robinson, and I'm the CEO and founder of TracksRacks. We're the phoenix of startups, burning up the old ways of sample management with our new, easy-to-use digital platform that helps fashion companies track samples. So you're probably thinking, what's a sample, and why do we need to track it? Well, the sample is a prototype, or the first version of a merchandise that retailers create before they mass produce. It is used heavily internally and out of house for sales and marketing. So think photo shoots, product placement, runway shows, buying meetings, all those things use samples. And so it's really important to market and sell the brand. What's wrong with the way we're doing it now? Well, the current process sucks. Is use Excels and physical login books and emails to track samples. It's highly inefficient and takes a lot of time. How do I know? Well, I was an intern for a stylist where I got a first-hand experience of how broken the sample management process was. Samples were constantly being lost and stolen, and nobody knew where they were. This took a lot of time and caused brands to lose a lot of money in design samples and a loss in revenue. How big? Well, a French luxury brand said they lost about $1.9 million in design samples. And a mid-market global brand tracked that they lost $1.5 million in missed sales due to photo shoot delays. And we have the solution. This is TracksRacks, an easy-to-use digital platform. All you have to do is upload an image of your sample, tag it. We have a database with all designers and article types in our platform. Then you get a unique QR code with all the product details stored into that QR code. When it's time to return the sample, all you have to do is use the camera in your mobile phone or even in your webcam, and you can keep track of that sample. We even have messengers on our platform who will deliver the samples for you. Their profiles created so you know exactly who's getting your samples, and all the feedback is user-generated so you know they're trustworthy and reliable. Our target market are fashion brands, manufacturers, PR showrooms, magazines, and stylists. We have a SaaS business model, so your plan can cost from $350 to $1,200, depending on which one you select. And we also take 15% of all deliveries done through the platform. We currently have 8 customers using our platform, giving us an MRR of $6,500. Our goal by the end of 2021 is to get 25 customers with an MRR of $19K. We're asking for $250,000 for our seed round. We want to use the feedback we've gotten from current customers and potential clients to implement in our product, to increase integrations, enhance product features. We also want to improve our platform UI and use money into sales and marketing so we can continue to scale and grow. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the chat or contact me directly.
I'm Roxanne Ong, and I am the head of beauty and consumer tech at Shiseido Company. And it is a global big beauty company that operates in over 120 countries. I have been in a digital business for over 20 years now, and been through the gamut of the full consumer funnel. from acquisition, media, search, what have you, all the way through to, of course, CRM and loyalty, which eventually became one of my forte. So I've been following the LoyalMe track for, I want to say, the last 5 years. And I would say that besides having a good leader in Costa, the vision of LoyalMe is probably one of the most compelling one I've come across. The vision of LoyalMe, I would say, is to democratize CRM and loyalty. And, take this practice and make this accessible to the millions of businesses out there, small and mediums especially, and allow them to be able to, practice what would be what we call growing the lifetime value of a consumer. This is once upon a time would require complex systems and infrastructure, and of course, an army of consultants from like the big 5 agencies or consultancies. What Costa and the LoyalMe team does is they have that mindset, they have the tools, they have that know-how, and most importantly, they have that intellectual property to begin that path to democratizing loyalty and CRM to the millions of businesses who need it. So I hope that you see the opportunity that I see in LoyalMe, and thinking about, if they were to get the right amount of support, the kind of difference that they will make in this post-digital ongoing pandemic world where, we see permanent shifts in the way consumers are shopping and behaving, the expectations that they're now having, the accessibility of entrepreneurs out there to enable a direct-to-consumer relationship. This is what makes this opportunity super exciting and interesting today. So good luck to you, Costa, and I hope you guys will join me in this journey.
Hi, today we'll learn about a $1 billion opportunity in e-commerce. My name is Costa, I'm CEO at LoyalMe, and I spent 13 years helping brands to retain customers. It is not a secret that e-commerce is growing, and with growing number of e-shops, it's getting harder to retain customers. So businesses have to become more personalized in order to stay in the business. This is exactly what we help at LoyalMe. We help businesses to transition from the left to the right. And as a result of this transition, they have much more tools for personalization, which eventually helps in customer retention and helps to grow lifetime value. How do we do that? We have an ecosystem of extensions for Shopify that each e-commerce owner can use. They can use one or all of them, and they already use on average 6 apps. You can pick from many of these apps, for example, automation of your communication, CRM, loyalty, you name it. You may say, but there are many of these apps, how you are different? And this is where I mentioned our secret sauce. We spent years before doing that on strategies in customer acquisition. We helped global brands like L'Oreal, Estée Lauder, and LVMH to build their customer acquisition, customer retention strategy. As a result of this, we now have all these frameworks of customer retention, and we can automate it and give them in the form of automated frameworks to our customers. This is our advantage. It is very easy to start. You just download the extension from the ecosystem. And also the fact that it is entire ecosystem helps to really double efficiency and save up to 30% of time on learning. It is also important to mention that we can switch from SMB to enterprise as you grow. And finally, because we automate the strategy frameworks, it dramatically reduces this budget spent on strategy. The process is very straightforward. You start from marketplace and you basically Google the problem that you're trying to solve. And then you have these apps that you just add to your existing shop and you're good to go. Just use extra functionality to your e-commerce. We have 2 go-to-market strategies, and we focus on the one that is the first one. Basically, to promote this, you only have to use the tools that are already offered by Shopify Marketplace. We can also use microbloggers. It is a fantastic opportunity around Shopify community. It is very easy to start, it's very easy to download, and the market is global. We also have medium and large opportunity, and this is where we use our enterprise product. It's slower process, however, the ticket is obviously higher. We have already traction, obviously, and we spent years before working on enterprise model, and now we're transitioning to self-service model to the right. So today we have these hundreds of thousands of shops waiting for us, available on these marketplaces. And this is where we want to play. On this slide, you see this orange piece that is highly scalable self-service part of our business that has up to 80% gross margin. I think it is amazing for investors. So the revenue model is very straightforward. We charge by the number of customers in database and also by the number of apps that they are using. The market is big and it's growing, which is a very nice thing. It is also important for us to understand where exactly we are. So it is an intersection of customer engagement software and e-commerce. We define our playing field, if I may, as $2 billion. We have solid competitive advantages. First of all, we focus on retention all our life. So very often our competitors focus on customer acquisition. We also have an entire ecosystem which saves us time because we don't have to launch one app and then another app in several years. We have the entire ecosystem to solve many problems. And also the fact that we have these automated strategy frameworks can save money to our customers, which means they will stay with us longer. So it's a longer customer lifetime value for us. This is the most important slide because what we are doing now is selling a vision of the new business model that officially will be kicked off in August. This team can deliver, and you can just take a look at these people. So I spent already 15 years in the corporate world. I also am a serial entrepreneur. Before that, I had a consulting business in loyalty and CRM. I did all the selling by myself, including L'Oreal Group, Estée Lauder, LVMH, etc. And I'm also lucky to be part of Global Executive MBA program at INSEAD. Roxanne, you heard her in the beginning, she is one of the best customer engagement experts in the world. She is also global head of beauty tech at Shiseido, and we're lucky to have her as a partner. We have head of e-commerce, who is expert in building infrastructure in e-commerce, and we have our CTO, who has been around forever, and I've known all of these people for many years, which is very important when we're building a long-lasting business. This is also a slide with our advisors and investors. As you can see, these are pretty senior people, and we have 9 more of these people. This is our roadmap, and the focus is to publish our apps on Shopify in August. We are already there in a stealth mode. All we have to do is make it live. This is why we need to polish our software a little bit and to polish the UX and UI. We are raising $300,000 to make this happen, to basically publish this on Shopify and start promoting it. We already have some commitments. I will be glad to answer all your questions. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Andrea Lignani, and I recently started supporting Camdog on marketing and communication activities. The team, led by Dmytro Uzenko, has developed a very easy-to-use AI-based software that allows small and medium companies to transform their existing surveillance systems into powerful watchdogs, minimizing losses, preventing thefts, and blocking intrusions, all at a very affordable price. Their business model allows a steady revenue stream that will drive their expansion and offer solid returns to their investors. I suggest you listen carefully to the following presentation. I'm sure you'll find it interesting. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. So, for small and medium companies, security is not about a video intercom or a fancy Wi-Fi camera. It's about keeping customers and their businesses safe. Businesses continually face theft, intrusion, and even vandalism. Yet they still use their cameras for video recording, though most often it only serves as a dust collector or a pigeon stance. But why? The answer that a majority of video surveillance software for business is complex, requires professional installation, or is outdated. I think now it's time to change it. My name is Dmitro, and I'm a CEO at Camdog. So what do? We help our customers to minimize losses, prevent intrusions, and add additional value to their cameras. We offer cloud-based video monitoring software for SMBs at an affordable price. To use our service, you just need to sign up, connect your IP camera to our system, and choose one of protective modes in several clicks. That's all. Our target audience is small and medium business. They are part of our community. They need to protect their businesses and keep their clients safe. But they don't have a big budget or time to spend on security. So Camdog is the solution. We compete in the growing video monitoring market. It was around 40 billion last year. Cloud video monitoring market is expected to grow to 30 billion in 2023. Our business model is a prepaid monthly subscription, so you can forget about any binding contracts. You can see our competitive scenario, you can see our competitors, but our advantages are clear. The first is the ease of use and versatility. We have a user-friendly interface, and we support more than 20,000 of camera models. The second, we combined our video management system and video analytics in one solution and created an enterprise-level solution for SMB sector. We offer cloud-based lifetime data storage. It reduces initial investment for customers. And we provide different plans to fit budget from small to medium business. Camdog's competitive edge is our go-to-market plan. Instead of doing direct sales right now, we are partnering with vendors, installers, and insurance companies that can help us to give access to a larger pool of clients. We started selling in January, and we grew 7 times. We have 60 customers in the US, and we have 7,000 of MRR. Our ambition this year is grow MRR 5 times. We have experienced team making powerful video surveillance accessible to the entire market. We ask for $600,000 and plan to spend it for sales, development, and marketing. Thank you for your time.
As we are dreaming to start traveling again and planning those perfect bucket list vacations, budgeting is a crucial part of the planning process. We all know how time-consuming research can be. And even for a travel expert like myself, a detailed quote that includes meals, transportations, touring, sometimes can take hours to put together. With HowMuchTravel app, you can get an accurate quote in under 2 minutes. So I would like to introduce you to Claudia, the co-founder of HowMuchTravel, who will tell you how they are going to change the travel industry.
Hi, my name is Claudia, and I'm the CEO and founder of HowMuchTravel. HowMuchTravel is a mobile app that can calculate the full cost of a trip anywhere in the world in a couple of minutes, advises places to go, and helps you to save money. Did you know that it takes most travelers at least 10 days to plan a trip budget? This is because they don't understand currency exchange or costs abroad. At HowMuchTravel, we help domestic and international travelers turn 10 days of budget planning into just 3 minutes, saving money and time using our powerful algorithm, which connects to our local partners and calculates every step. We also provide convenient online tool in the app like currency exchange, document attached, tracker of expenses, and many others. HowMuchTravel app built for independent travelers from the US using car or plane, also for budget thoughtful travelers and for families with children who cannot just go on a trip without planning. Before the pandemic, travel market size in the US was $400 billion, including flights, accommodations, entertainment. Then COVID happens and travel market was shocked. But now we can see the strongest recovery and really fast growth of the travel industry. So now it's the perfect time for the travel startups. We have competitors such as Piece of Paper and the Pen, Expedia Group, and Booking Holdings, but none of them can calculate the full cost of a trip with full expenses in just 3 minutes. And we have turned our competitors into our partners. Now it's more than 10. It's TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Expedia, Agoda Rental Cars, and many others. And we work with them with affiliate partnerships. So they pay us the commission from every booking from our app up to 15%. For our users, we have a subscription model. 2 calculations are free, and then they can pay monthly, annual, or for every calculation. We have 2 versions for our app, one for Russia and one for US. In Russia, we have 7,000 users and have calculated over 12,000 trips. We just released our app here in the US, and currently we have 500 users, 10 annual subscriptions, and a lot of bookings and purchases. Our team consists of 3 founders. I am the CEO and have more than 10 years of experience in the travel industry and have visited 50 countries. Anton has IT company and a lot of experience in startups and product teams. Slava is our technical director. We are looking for funding to attract new users in US, maintain traffic, and for a technical support. Thanks for your attention. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Hello everyone. I'm so glad to talk to you today. My name is Abdo. I'm the founder and CEO of Eradli. I'd like to start this presentation by asking a very simple question. If you have one chance, only one chance to extend your life by 1 year, would you take it? Did you know that drivers can waste up to 1 year of their lives looking for parking spaces? 1 year, what a waste. The parking problem is very big, severe, and universal. Let's take New York City as an example. Did you know that drivers here waste 107 hours per year looking for parking spaces? The cost of this search is $2,200 per year in wasted time, fuel, and emissions per driver. And the cost for the city is $4.3 billion. What a waste. And the solution is very simple. Eladly. Eladli is a community app that shows you the closest parking spaces that will open up within 5 minutes, without parking attendants, sensors, or any integration. Let me show you how it works. First, arrive to a very busy parking area and click on the orange button, Parking. Second, find out all cars around you that are leaving within 5 minutes. Third, go. As simple as this. Now, you might be asking, how do we provide accurate real-time parking information without parking attendants, sensors, or any integration? And the answer is through drivers who are about to leave their parking spaces. They share this information to get rewards. Let me show you how it works on the leaving side. Imagine you are still at office and you know that you're leaving. So you simply open Eladly app and click on the green button, Leaving. Once you click, this alerts another driver who's very close to your spot that the spot will open up within 5 minutes. You will receive a notification once the driver arrives to the spot. Only then will you go to the spot and leave. Drivers get fantastic rewards for participating in this program. The rewards could be donated to a local charity or redeemed at a local store within your community. This is a massive market since the number of cars and drivers keep increasing. Compared to our competition, Eladly is a street parking solution that is extremely affordable. You have so many off-street parking solutions like reservation apps, like valet parking services. Eladly is a street parking solution that is affordable. Our business model is extremely simple. Drivers pay $3 per transaction to receive parking information. Leavers get a reward of $3 to provide this parking information. Once the reward is donated or redeemed, Eladly receives its service fee. Our team is fantastic, professional, and experienced. We're currently covering 3 main areas: software development, business development, and social media marketing. With that, I end. Thank you very much for listening. We're currently looking for a growth advisor. Join us or make an intro. Goodbye.
Good afternoon. My name is Dave Solsrud, and I am the Asset Management Program Director for State of Minnesota, Department of Transportation. MnDOT has a lot of assets under management. We have inventory for many different asset classes, 350-some thousand signs, traffic barriers, pavement messages, lighting systems, numerous assets in the thousands. We have a strong desire to maintain the accuracy and quality of our inventory data that we have invested heavily in. And one of our biggest challenges is when our construction projects, of which we may have several hundred per year, result in changes to those assets. We are looking for an ability to update our asset inventory information with technologies. We have experience with LiDAR, which is relatively expensive, and we're really welcoming the idea of additional technologies. We have done a pilot effort with Radiar and have found them to be a good and collaborative partner, demonstrating the potential for high accuracy and great cost savings as a means of potentially managing our asset inventory data.
Hi, my name is Eugene and I'm the CEO of Radiar. Self-driving cars are coming, but how does a car know its way? Let's see how it works for us. We are smart enough to understand these standard Google Maps and other maps to find our way. So let's call them standard definition maps. But for self-driving cars, they are not so smart and they need much more detailed map. It's called high definition map. To create these maps, currently very expensive piece of hardware called Lidar is used. And the price of HD map created with Lidar costs from $1,000 to $5,000 US per mile. It is very expensive, so coverage of that maps are tiny, but the desired coverage is global as with the standard definition maps. So we invented a technology to create a footage from a single smartphone or a dash camera into high definition map with a very high accuracy, but for only $20 per mile. So to summarize, our price is 100 times cheaper than Lidar. Smartphones are everywhere, so we are much more scalable. Our accuracy is up to 2 inches because we developed our own proprietary simultaneous localization and mapping engine. And we can place any object along the road with a high accuracy on the map. It could be road sign, bridges, pavements, streetlights, etc. This is an example of the point cloud we collect with only one drive across the area with a single iPhone 11. And the accuracy improves each time we drive over again the same street. Our competitors are companies who are using LiDARs for data collection, but we are much, much more scalable. Even though we developed technology to create HD maps, AV is a few years away from now. And we find the product market fit for our product, it is road asset management. Almost every state and city we contacted agreed for a pilot very easily. And our kind client is New York State Department of Transportation. Our expected revenue is $50,000 per processing data for one county, and there are 62 counties in New York State and 3,000 more in the US. We have other states and cities in pipeline and more to come. So our current market is asset management, and our future market is HD maps for self-driving cars, which is going to be huge. It's 12 people in our team. We've been working together since 2013, and we've developed many products which are working successfully for years in a real environment. We are raised $400K to date. We are raising now $2 million, and we have commitment for $500K, and Starta is our lead investor. Thank you so much, and join us.
And now for our next founder, Eugene from Kitchen Hub.
Hey, my name is Eugene, and I'm a co-founder of Kitchen Hub. Kitchen Hub is all-in-one central hub for restaurants and ghost kitchens to manage all the online sales, increase revenue, and reduce their costs. Where's the problem? Well, we all love to order food online, right? Right, convenient. However, it's not as easy for restaurants to figure everything out and set it up. And even when they do set it up, it's extremely hard to manage with all these manual processes. There are a lot of delays and errors, and it becomes a true nightmare for restaurants. So Kitchen Hub solves it beautifully. We aggregate all different online sales channels into just one tablet, linked to a printer in the kitchen or multiple printers. We add all available delivery services in their neighborhood. We create a website with online ordering at the website. We help them create virtual concepts at their kitchen. We help them to manage their menu, give them one centralized reporting. We check all their social media to make sure it's all up to date. And most importantly, we help them to move people from expensive third-party online ordering platforms to their commission-free website. And this is where they really, really make money. In US, there are over 1 million restaurants. The food delivery market is expected to reach over $21 billion in 2020. And we're just in the beginning. Our current MRR is about 6,000. However, you can see the increase in the chart. Sales are growing because we recently started to invest in sales. And by far, face-to-face sales is the best strategy for us. In the beginning, it used to be myself. I used to go to restaurants, selling them face to face. And late October, we started to invest in field sales to scale. Hence the results. Our business model is SaaS. We have trust subscription, depends on the plan that they sign up for. We have some competition. Companies that Watermark, Charlie, Checkmate compete in the space. However, if you notice, we're the only company that has website ordering that makes us stand out. This is our unique value proposition. We have very experienced team. It's about 32 years experience combined in software development, sales, and product management. We're looking to further expand, hire more field sales people, and reach restaurant signups about 50 a month to get to 500 plus paid customers by the end of 2021. We're also going to invest in product development and POS integrations. So what we're looking for is jet fuel for Kitchen Hub Jet to fly super fast in the form of $500,000 US. And most importantly, we're looking for experienced and smart co-pilots that are going to fly with us. My question, who is going to be? Thank you.
So give it up virtually for our spring 2021 cohort. Let's go. Great. Thank you all for being here. Before we go, we actually have a special treat. We have a fantastic spring associate, Georgi Alexayan, who has an amazing startup company as well, and we wanted to give him the opportunity to pitch that. It's truly doing something that could change the future and the way we live our lives. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Ararat Robotics.
After decades of space exploration, we finally realized that we won't be here forever. Inspired by the Apollo mission, we have found hope in the moon. And for the first time since 1972, we're going back. My name is Georgi Alexayan, and I'm the founder and CEO of Ararat Robotics.
So, before we actually go back to the moon and put astronauts on there for the first time since the 1970s, there's one major obstacle that we have to overcome. The fact that every single rocket that's lunar bound has to carry enough fuel to both get there and for the return journey back to Earth. As a result, we can't bring as much of the other equipment that's going to be useful for actually making the lunar colony possible. So if only there was a way that we could actually refuel on the moon and just go back and would not bring the fuel that we need to go back to Earth with. Well, the solution comes in the form of lunar ice. So basically, all rocket fuels are made out of hydrogen and oxygen. And by the virtue of being H2O, lunar ice can supply both of those elements. So most of the space agencies around the world have caught on, and they have actually sent 20 lunar missions in the last 17 years, most of which to investigate the phenomenon of lunar ice. And this is only set to accelerate. In the next 5 years, we're set to have 30 missions to the moon, an increase of 510%. So, over the past few decades, we first discovered lunar ice using Chandrayaan. Then, we're currently trying to figure out exactly where the lunar ice is and map it around the surface of the moon. So what's left? Actually mining it. And that is exactly what we're going to be doing in Ararat Robotics. So, now we have an opportunity, since we actually know where the lunar ice is. And paired with a decrease in rocket launch costs, it's actually technologically and economically feasible to do it. So we need automated robotic systems to actually mine the lunar ice, and we could actually use it for consumption. But where's the problem here? Well, the current companies of today are very, very inefficient. Not only are they cost inefficient, but they're also unable to scale their technology for commercial production. So what are we going to be doing different at Ararat Robotics?
Well, we're serving both markets. Thus, we'll avoid cost-plus government contracts and instead rely on the private sector to launch us ahead. We'll partner with existing space companies like NASA, and we'll focus on autonomous space mining systems. Thanks to Elon Musk, our serviceable obtainable market is valued at $3 billion by 2026. And how will we do it? We'll offer a modular robotics platform, offer it to our partners, respond directly to their solicitation, and put our technology at the forefront of human advancement. We're currently generating some traction, with our first project being Ararat 1, a CUBE satellite for the Armenian Engineers and Scientists of America. Our plan is to launch that satellite by 2022, then demo several satellites by 2024, and launch our lunar mission by 2026. We'll do it with the help of our amazing team of engineers in various fields, and we're asking for mentors in the business world to help us establish a strong model. Thank you so much for your time, and we hope you join us.
All right, so let's give it one more round of virtual applause for not only our Spring 21 cohort, but also Ararat Robotics. Yeah. I hear you guys, I hear you. I just want to say thank you once again. My name is Gabriel Arandt. I'm the program manager here at Starta Ventures, and we will see you next time. For those of you who are in New York, we do have an in-person demo day at 6 p.m. EST, and I hope to see you there. Thank you. Signing off from New York.
Yeah.